Hello everyone. In this video we are going to see a topic of aptitude skills from verbal reasoning category. The name of the topic is direction sense test. So let's go through the topic. So in this video we are going to see what is this topic, understanding of directions, then what is the problems of direction sense test, practice questions from low difficulty, medium difficulty and high difficulty level, and at the end golden tip. So let's start with our direction sense. So we all know that these are the four directions, main directions we have: east, west, north and south. So if we consider north at the top of the paper or whatever we are considering, then at the bottom there will be south. And if we are considering east at the top, there will be west in the bottom. Now if we consider east in the top and west at the bottom, then on left side we have to consider north and on right side we have to consider south. This is how the sequence of directions will be fixed. Okay. Now in addition to these four directions, we also have the in-between directions. So these are the remaining four directions. So these are if the direction is in between east and south, it is called as southeast. If the direction is in between south and west, it is called as southwest. North and west, northwest. North and east, northeast. So these are the remaining four directions. So in total we have 8 directions. Top direction and bottom direction, these two including, we will have 10 directions in total. Okay, so as of now we will be considering these 8 directions for solving the aptitude problems based on direction sense test. So let's go with the strategy. Now strategy to deal with these topic and these problems will be: read the problem very carefully as usual, draw the directions on the paper, draw the directions and given situation on paper compulsory. This is very important step. If you are trying to solve this problem in your mind or orally, you may get error while solving, but if you draw it on paper, directions as well as situation, then and then your answer will be perfect, right? Step 3 is solve for the missing or questioned entity and check that answer in given options. Okay, let's go with the problems. So in problems we will be having low difficulty 2 questions, medium difficulty 2 questions and high difficulty 2 question problems. Let's start with the low difficulty question. First question of this topic: a man walks 5 km towards south and then turns to the right. After walking 3 km, he turns to the left and walks 5 km. Now in which direction is he from the starting place? Now to solve this problem, let's first draw the directions. So in case of directions, at the top I consider east, then at the bottom there will be west, then on the left side there will be north, and on the right side there will be south. East, west, north and south. Okay, this way I consider the directions. Now again let's read the problem. A man walks 5 km towards the south. Let's consider that man has started from this point, okay, and he is walking 5 kilometers towards south. So from this he is walking 5 km towards the south, then turns to the right. Now he is at this point and he is facing towards this side, so his right side will be at the bottom, okay, at the downside. So he turns to the right after walking 3 kilometers. So he is walking for 3 kilometer in the downside. He then turns to the left. So left will be this side. After turning left, he walks 5 kilometers. So again 5 kilometer he is covering. And now after this, in which direction is he from the starting place? So starting place is this, end place is this. This direction is south and the bottom direction is west. So he is in the middle of south and west. which is southwest. Option D should be right answer. Let's check. Yes, option D is right. Let's go for the second problem. Okay, now let's try to solve this problem, second problem of our low difficulty level. Let's read it first. One morning, Uday and Vishal were talking to each other face to face at a crossing. If Vishal's shadow was exactly to the left of Uday, which direction was Uday facing? Now here, if we draw the directions and then if we try to draw the situation, Uday and Vishal, that will be a mismatch. So instead of that, let's try to first draw the situation and then we will focus on directions. Okay, let me erase all this. Now in this case, Uday and Vishal were talking to each other face to face. So let's say this is Uday and this is Vishal. Okay, so these two are talking face to face and their face is on this side. Vishal is facing and Uday is facing on this side. What is given next? If Vishal's shadow was exactly to the left of Uday. Now left of Uday, this is Uday and left of Uday is on this side. Okay, so this is left side of Uday and Vishal's shadow was exactly to the left of Uday. So Vishal is here and his shadow is on this side. Right? This is how the meaning of this sentence is. So if shadow is on this side, then obviously sun should be on the opposite side of the shadow. Then and then we can have shadow of Vishal on this side. So if sun is here and if it is the morning time, then we can conclude that this direction is east. This direction is east. Then this direction must be west. Then here on left side there must be north, not south, north, and on the opposite side there must be south. Now question is, which direction was Uday facing? So here we have Uday and he is facing over this side and that is the side of north. So answer north must be right. Let's check. Yes, answer north is right. Now let's go to the next problem. Now in next problem, this is the medium difficulty problem and first question of it. Let's read it first. Rahul put his timepiece on the table in such a way that at 6 p.m. our hand points to north. In which direction the minute hand will point at 9:15 p.m. Now try this problem on your own and by pausing the video, and if you are not able to solve this problem, we will solve it together. Now let's try to solve this problem. I hope you might have tried. So what is given? Rahul put his timepiece on table in such a way that at 6 p.m. our hand points to north. Okay, so let's draw the situation first. So to solve this, what we will do? First we will consider that timepiece or maybe the clock. Okay, so here we can consider 12, here we can consider 3, 6 and here 9. Okay, so this is the time clock, timepiece we can say. And what is given? At 6 p.m. our hand points toward north. So let's draw the situation of 6 p.m. So in case of 6 p.m. this is the center of that timepiece and here we have a minute hand which is slightly longer and here we have a hour hand which is slightly smaller. Okay, now in this case at 6 p.m. the hour hand is pointing towards north. So this is the hour hand and if it is pointing towards north, so this will be the north direction. Opposite to north there will be a south direction, and if this is north then this must be east and this must be west. Okay, so this is how we have east direction, west direction, north direction and south direction. Okay, now next in second case, what is given? In which direction the minute hand will point. at 9:15 p.m. Now in case of 9:15, it is 9 o'clock. So our hand will be slightly above 9 number, and it's 15 p.m. 15 minutes, 9:15 p.m. 15 minutes. So minute hand should be at 3, at the number 3. So it is pointing towards the direction W, which is west. So west answer should be right. Let's check. Option D, west answer is right. Let's go for next. Now this is the second problem of medium difficulty. Rasik walked 20 meter towards north. Then he turned right and walks 30 meter. Then he turns right and walks 35 meter. Then he turns left and walks 15 meter. Finally he turns left and walks 15 meter again. In which direction and how many meters is he from the starting position? Okay, so for those students who have practice of solving these direction sense test, this problem seems to be easy. There is no as such any difficulty. Only thing is many turns are there, right left, many turns are there, that may make this problem of medium difficulty level question. Okay, now let's try to solve. As usual, first we can draw the directions and then we will draw the situation. Okay, so here we can start. As usual, we can take east on the upper side, then opposite to east we have west, on this side we have north, and on this side we can have south. Okay, so directions are ready with us. Now let's try to solve the problem one by one. So Rasik is there, he is walking 20 meters towards north. So we can consider this point, since he is going towards north, so we can consider it here. And from this point he is going towards north by 20 meters. Then he turned right. So right of Rasik will be this side, and he goes for 30 meters. Okay. Then he turns again right. So right will be this direction, and he goes for 35 meters. Okay. Then he turns left. Left will be this side, and he is going for 15 meters on the left. So here we can have 15. Finally he turns again left and walks for 15. So from here left will be this side, and he is going for 15 meters again here. In which direction and how many meters is he from the starting position? So if we try to analyze this now, this point, starting point and ending point. So 20, 30 is vertical, that's okay. 35 again on this side. So 20 and 35. 35 minus 20 will be 15, and 15 above, 15 again on this side. So basically this point, ending point and starting point, both are in a straight line, in a vertical direction. Okay, now only thing is we have to find out the direction. So initially he was here, Rasik was here, starting point, and ending point is towards east. Okay, so here we have the direction east, and how many meters? So 30 plus 15, 45 meters could be the answer. So 45 meters and east direction, option D should be right. Let's check. Yes, option D is right. Okay, let's go for next question. Now here we have high difficulty level question, first question of this high difficulty level. A boy rode his bicycle northward, then turned left and rode 1 kilometer, and again turned left and rode 2 kilometer. He found himself 1 kilometer west of his starting point. How far did he ride northward initially? Okay, so question is, how far did he ride northward initially? So maybe the question is partial. What I mean is, we don't have to find out the starting and ending distance, we just have to find out how far did he ride northward initially. That is how the question is. So that makes it a high difficulty level question. So try this on your own. I have already given the hint, If you are not able to solve, we will solve it together here. Okay. So in this case, let's again consider the directions. So as usual, on the upper side we will consider east, on the downward side we will consider west, on this side north, and on this side south. Okay. Now a boy rode his bicycle northward, so he is going northward. So let's consider this point as the starting point, and he is riding towards north side. Then turn left and rode 1 kilometer. So he is riding his bicycle towards northward, but northward distance is not given. That is how we have to calculate it. So here northward distance is not given. Let's consider, assume it as this much, and at this point he is taking turn and rode 1 kilometer. Okay, left turn he has taken. So left means on this side, and he is riding again for 1 kilometer. Here we can mention it. After that again turn left and rode 2 kilometers. So again he has taken the turn and rode for 2 kilometers. He found himself 1 kilometer west of his starting point. So this is the starting point, and he found himself 1 kilometer on the west. So here we have the west direction. So this is could be the 1 kilometer. So ending point should be this. So if this is 2 kilometer, this must be 2 kilometer, the same lengths we can say, and that's why the question is how far did he ride northward initially. So this is how the answer is 2 kilometers, and option B, 2 kilometers, must be the right option. Let's check. Option B, 2 kilometers is right. Let's go for the last question of this topic. K is 40 meters southwest of L. If M is 40 meters southeast of L, then M is in which direction of K? Okay, very short problem, not too much lengthy to read, but it is of high difficulty. So let's try this on your own. If not, then we will try this together. Now here directions are southwest and southeast. So let's draw the directions first. As usual, we will draw east on the upper side. On downward side we have west. On this side we have north, and on this side we have south. Okay, now southwest we need to consider. This is southwest, as W I will write, and southeast we will consider this as southeast, SE I will write down here. Okay, now what is given? K is 40 meters southwest of L. K is 40 meters southwest of L. So let's consider if this is L and K is 40 meters southwest. Southwest is this direction. So here we can consider K, and distance is 40 meters southwest of L. What is next given? M is 40 meters southeast of L. Again reference is L, direction is southeast direction, and distance is 40. So that also we can draw. 40 is the distance, and here we have M. Now question is, M is in which direction of K? M is in which direction of K? If this is 40, then this must be a vertical line. So in the vertical line direction is east. Okay, and that should be the answer. Option A, east, must be the right, and that is the right option. So this is how we can solve the difficult level questions as well very easily, if we follow this strategy of drawing the directions and situation on paper. Okay, so golden tip is same. Always first draw directions on paper and then draw the given situation. That will make easy the problem solving. Okay, don't try to solve these problems orally. So thank you for watching this video. Few more questions we will add in future of this topic. Till then, thank you.